baby, it's about to get so spooky in here. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I haven't streamed this before. And of course, my cat jumps up like first thing and hits a bunch of buttons on my computer and messes everything up. But as I was saying, I don't know why I haven't streamed this game before, because Shadowgate for the NES is like one of my all-time favorites. Oh, here it goes, says Sean Robinson. Cheers to the Nickelodeon reference. Ink Freddy, you weren't foist. What are the chances? That rarely ever happens. But yeah, hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Shadowgate. Did we beat this back in the day? Asks Sean Robinson. Yeah, I think we did. We definitely beat Maniac Mansion, which, now that I think about it, is another great idea. I should play that next. What's going on, anime girl? But also, this opening theme is like simultaneously like the fattest and spookiest beat that ever been dropped. So let's get started. What's going on, Gonzalo P? This game, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's part of, I don't want to say a series, but I don't have another word for it, so I'll say a 3-game series on the NES by KEMCO. And basically they made 3 games that all played exactly the same with very different stories, and all of them are fantastic. So there was Shadowgate, which is this one you're about to see, Deja Vu, which is like you were framed for a murder in 1940 and you gotta exonerate yourself. And then another game called Uninvited, which is probably the spookiest of them all. And it's like you crash your car and your sister's missing and you have to go to a haunted house. But this is like a scary castle and you're a knight and there are ghosts and shit. Sako, I see you, Sean. I'm all over this game. You beating it tonight? We can make it happen. Anthony Curley, like, probably. This game, okay, so I should also say that I know this game fairly well. And if you know it fairly well, it doesn't take a really long time to beat, so we might just straight up beat this right now. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll see how I feel. What's going on, Rogue Effects? Let's start a new file. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's do this shit. The last thing that you remember is standing before the wizard Lacknir as he waved his hands. Obviously a typo, it meant to say wands. But also, if that's the last thing you remember, what is the second or third thing you remember? Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. Everything's lying to you already, jeez. Yes, don't be deceived. There's much deception about the dreaded warlock, Lord. The dreaded warlock, the dreaded warlock Lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. If it was like a light depths, they'd have to use white magic? I don't know. The combination of his evil arts and the great titan's power will surely destroy us all. So in the meantime, let's go explore this fucking castle, huh? You are the last of the line of kings. So I'm the king, by the way, or the prince, or something like that. The seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Someone just telling us about a seed. DDH14 Shiner Bach, or $3 Cabernet. Shiner Bach, actually. I'd say that's a solid choice, my friend. Only you can defeat Ganon from darkening our world forever. Not like completely destroying it, just like making it a little less bright out. So you gotta squint more. That'd be super inconvenient. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name that you will destroy the Warlock Lord. Who do you think my god is, by the way? Anyway, look at this shit. So like the field of play, essentially, is like this upper left quarter of the screen. That's like really the important part. The rest is all inventory management and using your commands. And then this little screen down here allows you to see where the exits are. But essentially, you're just gonna move your little pointer finger across whatever you want to point at, and interact with it in some way. So the first thing that we're gonna do is look. I feel like the sound is a little off here. I don't feel like I'm emulating, like the emulation is like 100% accurate. It's a heavy wooden door with iron hinges. So yeah, if you guys have advice, or if there's something that you want me to try, feel free to just shout it out, and then type it in the comments and hit enter. The most important part is the lower right corner where it says self, because you gotta love yourself, Karma. You know what, I will look at myself. Thou art truly a brave knight, you're right. Also, I totally forgot about this until I just did a test like 2 minutes ago, but if you hit the start or select button, in any given room, it will tell you a hint. It will straight up give you a hint for that room, which I like, kind of think of it, maybe I never knew that. But it tells you the secret thoughts of the skull can be yours. So like, obviously it wants you to do something with this skull, so let's interact with it. It's the skull of some creature. No, I think it's carved out of stone. Its meaning seems quite clear. Death lurks inside, or it means open it so you can find a fucking key, because that's what you're supposed to do, and I knew it. As if by magic, the skull rises. I pushed it! What are you talking about? The style is so good, the best of the text adventures, while removing all the bad. I'm trying to figure out exactly which command to type. Anyway, I'm gonna take this key-looking item. The key 1 is in hand. Hell yeah, I have a key. Also, I should mention that this game has a timing system that relies on these torches. And basically, if my torch ever runs out, I die. You will lose the game. We'll lose it together, as a matter of fact. And I think the torch will diminish a little bit every time I do an action, and that includes like looking at shit. So if I stay in one room looking at stuff for too long, my torch will go out, but it does give you a warning before that, so it's not like it just happens randomly. And he combed his hair. He saw that when he looked at himself. Anyway, let's open this door. The door is open. It's the door leading into the castle, Shadowgate. That's why you're the clever, brave knight. It's because you, only you could have deduced that. Anyway, generally if you don't have a command selected and you hit A on like an open door, you'll just move through it. Look at that shifty pair of orange eyes. That pitiful wizard Lackmere was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. Yeah, what an idiot. What was the name of the game from just a few years ago that recreated this style but took place on a spaceship? Oh yeah, Infested. Yeah, like probably 2 or maybe even 3 years ago, I played through a game called Infested that was obviously very heavily inspired by Shadowgate and other such games. And that was actually fantastic. It was just made by some guy. I think his name was Graph Metal. And now I follow him on Twitter because he makes neat art, but yeah, that was a really cool game. I should link that in the description. Maybe I will do that, if I remember. Anyway, you will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is horrible death. That's true, by the way. There are so many ways to die in this game, and I want to show you many of them. The sound of maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. But also, let's hit start to get that hint. Don't quit now. Okay, that's a pretty good hint. If you want to finish this game, you shouldn't like quit. Hey, let's take these torches on the wall. Do you think we can do that? The torch is in hand. Yeah, I have 1 torch. Now I got 2 torches. Forgive me, I'm still a little bit, under the weather, so to speak. The wooden door is reinforced with heavy sheets of steel. I bet I have to, like, open it, though. Here's a very thin door on the side, though. Who can fit in this maintenance closet? Even though this door is only an inch thick, it is very sturdy. Also, another thing that you can do, and that you should do, is use your torch to, like, burn things. All the time in this game, the rug quickly catches on fire and burns away. Well, there's nothing under that. But hey, why don't we, like, use that key that we found? I really feel like the music is, like, skipping just a tiny bit, and the emulation isn't perfect. Click, the key worked. It unlocked the door. Let's go through it. I can't, I can't open this one, can I? You seem to be wasting your time. Oh, I definitely can't use the door. The door is locked. Obviously it is. Alright, what should I do in this room? The stone walls seem uncomfortably close. As you walk down the stairs... Ugh. It's the worst part of this haunted-ass castle. I don't know if it's really haunted, but it's creepy and there's weird stuff that will kill you. Yeah, Sean, I'm glad you brought that up, because I totally forgot about, Infested. Anyway, let's look at some shit. It's an ancient tome. It seems that no one has disturbed its pages for centuries. Well, why disturb it now? Also, you know what I can do? I can save the game. So why don't I do that right now? Because I'm about to show you the place where, like, everybody first dies in this game. So if you try to take this book off the pedestal, the floor falls out from underneath you. When you remove the book from its pedestal, the floor collapses and you fall to your death. Haha, look at this skeleton dude. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. He's like, "Hey, thanks for joining me in the afterlife." Anyway, I can continue. I don't know, I want to say, like, if you die too many times, the game just gives you a game over and you have to start a new file all over again. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think it happened to me once. Either that or my data just erased. Hey people, start talking. I'm making dinner with my wife for a couple minutes, says Anthony Curley. Yeah, I would love to hear if you guys think you have the solution. If you lovely guys and gals and viewers think you have a solution to a particular room, let me know. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm gonna take this torch, because you can pretty much always take torches. That torch is in hand, and for some reason it's different from these other. It's not bunching up with these 3 torches. Is this one special? There's something out of the ordinary about this torch, but you can't put a finger on it. Oh, it's made of solid gold. It's way heavier. Maybe the game just took pity on you specifically, says Sean Robinson. Anyway, let's read this book. The book is opened and examined. The solution is click the right pixel in the right order, says Rogue Effect. Correct. Also, speaking of Maniac Mansion, I mentioned that a while ago. I also just recently watched some video about, like, video game Easter eggs, where there's, like, in one of the upper hallways in Maniac Mansion, there's one specific pixel that if you click it, like a keypad will come up and you can enter, like, I guess a 4-digit code. And no one has ever been able to figure out, you know, if there's any code that does anything or what that keypad is for, but people are starting to think yes, the combination is 6969, but the theory was that there was supposed to be some promotion with Pepsi, and I don't know if you know anything about Maniac Mansion, but at some point you can find a can of Pepsi in the fridge, and there's supposed to be some promotion where, like, if you entered the code that was under, you know, your bottle cap and it happened to be the right one, you can get, like, a real life prize. Definitely don't put your finger on it. Anyway, a rectangular hole has been cut out of the inside of the book. Whoa, and there is key 2. I will take it. The key 2 is in hand. Also, look at this fucking shit back here. It's a stone wall. Yeah, there's nothing, you know, it's part of the wall. The stone seems to be set loosely in the mortar. But check this shit out. I'm gonna hit this differenter looking stone. Pow! And Anthony Curley, why did you just say Andrew Jackson? I want to know. The stone falls away to reveal a secret passage. That's cool. I'm gonna move backwards. Yeah, Stonewall Jackson was a different guy. Was he not? He was a very different guy. You stand in a long-ass corridor. I think now that I have key 2, I can open this very thin door. Boom! Oh, excuse me, click. The key worked. It unlocked the door. Yo, double exclamation points after both of those sentences. This guy is psyched. Oh! As you enter, you can see a sword and a sling inside. Well, I will look at them. It's a small leather sling. This would come in handy for long-range battles. It's a double-edged broadsword. It's a double-edged sword. Also known as a fucking sword. The handle has druidic script written on it. Cat, don't jump up right now. Because I am playing Shadowgate and it is your favorite game. The sling was taken. The sword is in hand. Alright, we got some shit. Let's go. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but look, my torch has already started to diminish. And there's like there's an audio cue when it gets close to burning out. Sword, that's a steel lightsaber. Tiny Cap, I think I got one of your hairs in my mouth. Stone Passage winds to an unseen end. Okay, which way do I go? Do I go Stone Passage or just like to the right? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait for you to tell me what to do. Stone, says Sean Robinson. Well, if you insist, I will stone everything. Light things on fire, says Rogue Effect. You're right. What's up, Adam Dudley, aka Ninja? I see you. As soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. Yeah, like at the exact moment that I enter this room, I saw an arrow on the front wall. And that's the cue. That music right there, that is like panic-inducing. That means you have like a couple actions left before your torch fizzles out. So I'm gonna take the arrow. And I can't take that torch? Well, in that case, I'll use this torch. The torch is lit! Now I've got one dying torch and one very lit torch, and I guess I'm just holding on to them both while I pick up some other shit. So like, what's this? Why can't I take this? This torch seemed to be fastened to the wall with rather modern looking nails. Like, you know those crazy new age nails? The ones made of metal? Oh, never mind, do what Rogue said, says Ron. It's lit. You're right, Rogue Effect. Blaze up. Can you light the torches on the walls? That's a good question. What do you want to use this on? The torch is wet and won't burn? Who fucking peed on the torch? You can't take it. Okay, well in that case, let's hit it. Pow. Get used to that. Ouch, that smarts. Can I hit this one? Well, that smarts. Also, look at this shit up here. It is very dark. Well, let's try moving up here. The ledge wasn't strong enough to hold you. You fall to the ground and land hard on your rump. By the way, I'm drinking right now. That's why these bubbles are coming up. So excuse me, I got myself a Dr. Pepper and rum. Not sponsored. But yeah, this is like one of the few times in the game that you can fall and not die. Anyway, I think what you want to do is use this torch. That's what it's... There you go, that's what it's asking you to do. Yo, Supporor. Well, this is a Sup-horror game, so that's appropriate. Douglas White, I'm so confused. Are you in a prison? Of my own mind. It's a hidden door. What are the chances? There's a spiral staircase leading down. Fuck, stairs. Well, what happens if I use this torch? Does that do anything? Nothing. Congratulations, we figured it out. You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. Is it chasm or chasm? Horror Sapporo. I know you like that, Rogue Effect. By the way, Sapporo is dope. I really appreciate Japanese beers. And as far as the, you know, widely available ones go, that's pretty good. Now it's officially a Let's Freakin' Play, says Sean Robinson. Why? What makes it official? Is it because I use the narrator voice? You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. From the darkness below arise the screams of the undead. Also some living. This cave is hewn, roughly, in the chasm's wall. Someone could have hewn it, like, way smoother, don't you think? Improve about booze and property damage. You're right, Rogue Effects. Anyway, are we all scared yet? You did the thing, KarmaJolt, that's fine. Oh, correct. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you right now, this bridge is fun. This shabby bridge is held together with nothing but frayed ropes and rotten planks and these two candy canes on the side. The ropes are indeed in bad condition. Like, not only are they frayed, but they're just not in good condition. I'm shaking at my freaking booties. Good, Adam Dudley. All it needs is some wiffle golf and what the hell is going on. Yeah, shake those booties. Anyway, let's go up this way, which is rather safe for now. Holy shit, what's this? A wraith is standing in your way, barring your path. I don't know if there's... This is like also one of the few things in the game that won't kill you. Like, it's a fucking ghost. So you'd expect it to, That was like a big spoiler that I just revealed, and I'm sorry about that. But like, I don't think this thing will touch you. It's a shadow wraith, a hideous specter, who eternally walks the line between life and death. Yeah, this guy just loves to walk. He loves to go on long walks through the park between life and death. Can I talk to him? Speak! It doesn't seem to understand what you say. Oh, maybe it's friendly. Alright, I'm gonna try a couple things that I know are definitely correct. Nothing happened. I tried to stab him with the sword and just nothing happened. Quick, add him on LinkedIn? He won't hurt you if you're in his network. Yeah, that could be true, Sean Robinson. We're making air fryer chicken and red lobster biscuits. Yo, spooky! Get the torches is correct. I should. I don't want to torture you by standing in front of items that I could be collecting and not collecting them. Anyway, I got a bunch of torches now. Who's got an idea? And if you do, shout it out. But in the meantime, I'll see if I can hit him. You're afraid to get near it. Okay, yeah, I think this thing doesn't kill you because you don't, like your character just refuses to get near it. Can you speak to him? I tried, Sean, he doesn't understand. I got an idea, drink more. Oh. Anthony Curley, you know the solution. NetHack taught me that you can only damage ghosts with a kick. Is that true? Anyway, what you're supposed to do is use the special torch on him. No, wait. There must be more than one way to do it. You're supposed to use the special torch on an actual lit torch first. Wait, what? Am I wrong about this? The torch burns with a strange white flame, like it's phosphorus or something, right? That makes a white flame, does it not? With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. Drew Brees! With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. Like, nothing about that wraith, specifically told me that he was evil or malicious. I'm sure I could have just, like, scooted around. Anyway, I killed an undead thing! I killed a thing that was already dead or not. I don't really know what the terminology would be. Use a torch on the wine barrel. Did not say yeet, minus 10 points. I said Drew Brees, Rogue Effects. That's acceptable as well. Anyway, look, there's like a towel. This heavy cloak contains no frivolous adornments such as pockets or a hood. The fuck you mean? Like those are frivolous. Those have a very specific and useful purpose. Anyway, it's trying to tell you that it's a women's cloak, so let's take it. The cloak is in hand. Well, you know what it should be. You know what it should be in? It should be in on me. So I will use cloak on self. You try on the cloak and find it very unbecoming. It barely fits over your armor. So, like, it wouldn't fit at all if I didn't have armor. Is that what you're trying to say? Anyway, let's go through this fucking door. The door is open. As if by physics, the door seemed to open when you pushed it. Did he sword self yet? No, I didn't, Anthony Curley, but I was thinking about it. This small stone chamber is lined on one side by 2 barred portals. Holy shit, portals. Just like in the game Portal. Anyway, so here's another part of the game that is like, I feel like kind of a choke point, or would be for casual players. Sort of, Rogue Effect. Are you gonna make weapons-based puns? Cause I am in the spirit to do that. Anyway, there's a weird thing that you have to do in this room that it's like hard to figure out. The torch is in hand, though. Anyway, look at all this other shit. It's an ancient leather-bound parchment. That's fancy. It's a small, not-so-ancient bottle. What is it? It sure smells terrible. The small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. You notice that the bottle is impossibly light. Holy shit. It's like made of glass. Bottle 2 is in hand. Bottle 1 is in hand. The scroll 1 is in hand. You know what? Let's open this scroll and see what happens. Some crazy shit is about to go down. But you cannot get ye flask, depressed Eeyore. What's going on, my friend? This room, I always miss something even when I know how to beat it. I won't, though, because I know how to beat it. Wait, you just said that you could do that even though if you know how to beat it, though, sometimes. What? Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement. Also, you've been holding a torch this whole time. 5 to find. 3 are 1. 1 gives access. The bladed sun. I am Epor, Rogue Effect. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden blade. The last to invoke the platinum horn. That part didn't rhyme, but we ran out of, ideas. Anyway, so a thing that you're supposed to do in this room is look at this sign. The sign reads Epor. The thing is, when you look at it, it just says the sign says Epor, and you're like, okay, well, there's nothing else to do with that. But it's one of those deals where you're supposed to look at it, like you're supposed to repeat the same action multiple times, expecting a different outcome. Epor, Epor, Epor. You got it. It seems to some sort of magic word. You've learned 1 magic spell. This is the first magic spell you've ever learned, and it's really easy. All you gotta do is say a magic word. But for some reason, you're like 30-something years old, and this is the first magic spell you've ever learned. Anyway. So, by the way, I can scroll through these cards that I have. I can do card up and down. And I can, scroll through my inventory, and then get to my list of spells. So let's use I think actually you either can hit use or speak, so I will speak Epor. The spell is chanted Epor. Oh, it's Ekans backwards. There are many strange things in this world. When you said the magic spell, the rope moved. Whoa, you know what's crazy is that when you used magic, something you didn't expect happened. Is the answer helicopter? It was, yeah. Clearly the sign is an anagram for R. Poe, like Edgar R. Allan Poe. Which is red Poe. Oh, like in Zelda. You're right, red Poe. No, it's poor. It's a spell to get rid of your acne. What the hell is going on? Anyway, having stretched up the hole, the rope stops moving. That's not how you do it, rope. But also, I think there's something back here, right? Damp air is blowing out of the gap in the stone wall. So can I open it? It won't open. Well, what if I fucking hit it? Do what I say. How much that smarts? I thought there was something back here. Yeah, that room in the back is one I used to forget, says Anthony Curley. Yeah, how do I do it? If it's not open or hit, then I don't know what to fucking do. Oh, use it. You seem to be wasting your time. Well, I will leave. I think leave is for when you want to get rid of an item. It seems that this part of the wall doesn't quite fit. So, hitting it did nothing? Nothing happened. Well, let me try opening it again. It won't open. It won't open. For some reason, opening it that time worked. You feel the ground shake as the rock moves slowly aside to reveal a passageway. Okay, maybe it was really picky about where I clicked. Alright, so yeah, I had to click, like, I guess I assumed this whole panel was the door, but nope, it's just this bottom middle part. It's a stone wall. Yeah, let's go to the part that isn't a stone wall. The cold water from the limestone drips on your neck. Gross. I hate that feeling. Sending shivers down your spine. Yo, that's spooky as hell. Search the magic pixel. That sounds like a song, right? Adam Dudley, I can't pronounce what you're saying, but I'm glad you're here. The wall had a faint outline of a door, so I think that was where... Okay, I didn't see that, so... Anyway, I want to say some shit like I have to come back here when I have a specific item. But in the meantime, let's stick our arm down this hole. Our arm. I don't know what you were thinking about. This is a concave polygon. It seems to have been carefully carved into the stone, but it could have been an accident. I don't know. Let's go this way. Oh, this brings me back out. Okay, so what else is in here? A huge man-made slab of granite seals the far side of the cavern. Well, let's fucking open it. I don't know. It won't open. What if I hit it? Nothing happened. Anyway, I don't think there's anything we can do in this room yet except leave. So let's do that. And I could go up this rope, but I kind of want to move back to rooms that I didn't finish earlier. Either that or wait 3 minutes. What's up, Fart Martin? I haven't seen you in a while. It's the words Harry Potter uses when he first meets the snake. Yeah, what does that mean? What does that stand for? Also, is there another? It's too high for you to reach. What is this talking about? So there's clearly another exit somewhere in this room, but I can't see it from this perspective, and it's too high for me to reach, so let's leave. There are 2 bridges that span the chasm. Now, I know for sure that there's something up here that I have to, like, fight. I don't remember what I need in order to do that. So let's go back later. Use the scotch tape. Glad to see you're still going at it, man. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I took a bit of a break recently because I think I had bronchitis. Like, I had something that knocked me on my ass for a while. Oh shit, that music, like, always puts me on edge. So let's look through my cards here and use another torch. The torch is lit, fam! Anyway, let's move this way. Yeah, to move around, you can either just like click on an open door or a passageway, or you can use that little box in the lower left corner. Big oof. Rogue effects. This is a pretty big oof. The stones in these walls were probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. Okay, slavery bad, that's horrible. But they just did it with their hands? Holy shit. Like, they were powerful enough to punch stones and someone enslaved them? Holy shit. Can't imagine how powerful those people were. Dwarves are no joke. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make a joke. But they can't kick ghosts for shit. Rogue Effect, explain what you're talking about, please. Just assuming it was done by dwarves. Well, the craftsmanship. Also, every stone says, this stone made by a dwarf. Anyway, look at how many fucking doors there are. Let's do this. Yo, I'm gonna open this one. I'm gonna open this one, and this one's gonna be locked. Yeah, it won't open. No, just kidding, it opens too. The door is open. Holy shit. There's so many doors that I just opened. Press 3. Inspected by Dwarf 34. Yeah, shoutouts to Pete and Pete. By the way, one of my friends, IRL, knows Danny Tamborelli, who was Little Pete on the Nickelodeon Pete and Pete. And he was also on Figure It Out. She's actually friends with him. I've never met him, but just thought I'd mention that. Anyway, why don't y'all pick a door? Pick a door for me to go through. 1, 2, or 3, obviously, from left to right. There's a game called NetHack. If you run into a ghost and don't have special weaponry, you can kick it to do damage. 3. Everyone's saying 3 except for Rogue Effect, who already said 3, I think. Yeah, let's go to door number 3. Speaking of door number 3, my friends and I were talking about the Monty Hall problem. The Monty Mole problem. That when I was in high school, like, it took a while for it to click in my brain. But does everyone know what the Monty Hall problem is? I'm gonna explain it anyway, so I don't know why I'm asking. But basically, the Monty Hall problem, I think it's named so because of some game show and the host was called Monty Hall. But, like, basically there was some game where there were 3 doors, right? And they say, oh, there's a prize behind one of the doors. It's like a car or a goat or money. It doesn't matter what it is. But first you pick a door. Okay, so let's say you pick door number 1. Doesn't matter. You pick door number 1. Then Monty Hall, the host, says, all right, so we're not going to tell you if anything's behind door number 1 yet. Instead, what we're going to do is tell you that there's nothing behind door number 2. Then we're going to ask you, do you still want to go with door number 1, or do you want to switch to door number 3? And the way the probability works out is that at first, you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting the door, right? Because, you know, there's 3 doors, and you randomly pick, there's a 1 in 3 chance you'll get it. So, there's a 2 in 3 chance that you picked the wrong door. So there's a 2 in 3 chance that one of those other doors has the prize, and it's not door number 2. So the probability works out that you should always switch when asked if you want to switch from door number 1 to door number 3, or whatever you picked, you know. But like at first it doesn't make sense in your mind, because it's like, okay, well there are 2 doors remaining, I have a 50-50. No, that's not how that shit works. Anyway, I like math. The shark swims by, holy shit! I'm gonna save the game. And I'm gonna look at this skeleton that is just kind of like walking on the water like Jesus, or he's surfing, he's having a grand old time. A lime-covered skeleton, delicious, stares at you through eyeless sockets. There's a small brass key, you can tell it's brass from here. Anyway, let's take this key. You can't reach it from here. Swimming the shark-infested pool would be suicidal. It might, as a matter of fact. I like math too, says Adam Dudley. I know the solution to this, but I think it requires you to figure it out. So do it. Suicidal with that attitude, maybe. Or no, but also with the shark. Glad it's time. Most skeletons these days. Glad it's lime. Most skeletons these days are covered in lemon. I said time like T-H-Y-M-E. Like, I assumed this skeleton was spiced. I tried to take the door? Is that what I just did? Anyway, there's a door back here. And it's open now. There's a typo in this room. I know this for a fact. Water cascades over a subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. I think if I look at like this, no. This landslide looks like it occurred ages ago. It would take you months to clear it away. Anyway, look, there's clearly like a... Oh, actually what you want to do is take a couple stones. The stone is in hand. You can't take it. Stone is in hand. I'm gonna take... I think you only need one. But you can use the stones in the sling. Anyway, look, there's a little thing behind the waterfall, obviously. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. Yeah, probably wouldn't be comfortable in this room. I bet you couldn't get comfortable in this room very easily. Like, maybe you could put some furniture and a TV or a bed, but it wouldn't be too comfortable. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. And you know how much this guy loves regular walls. Like, he was complimenting that dwarf craftsmanship so much. Anyway, look at this shit. This rock is quite large. Yeah, here it is. This rock juts out from the wall. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say juts, but it says just. Hashtag typos. Hashtag video game typos. Hashtag typos in video games. Use the fiber on the walls. Did you mean the fire? Clearly imps made these walls. Anyway, I think you're supposed to punch this rock. You hit the rock as hard as you can. Sacco! In the other game that is of this style, Deja Vu, whenever you punch something or someone, it says Sacco instead of pow. So that was that reference. Sean Robinson got it. The loose rock falls down as if it hinged to the wall. As if hinged to the wall, excuse me. I'm reading poorly. Anyway, look. Someone left a candy bag, because it's Halloween. The bag one was taken. Let's open it and look inside. The bag one is open. The bag contains 3 large jewels. Blue, blanche, et rouge, like the French flag. Or the American flag, if you rearrange it. Anyway, you have to... It's best to take the gems from the bag and have them in your inventory. It's just more convenient to do it that way. So I'm gonna take the white gem, the red gem, and the blue gene. Sacco from WWE? Holy shit, I forgot about him. Mankind's, right? Mick Foley. That guy was the boulder in Avatar: Last Airbender. You're standing in a dark, underground cavern. I feel like I'm having trouble pronouncing words, but that's just because my brain is decaying. Let's move out of here. Shark? No, it's just a fin. The subterranean cavern has been carved as if by magic. It's scary and ominous. Okay, which door? 1 or 2? It's just some kid with a fake fin on his back. But that kid also has a gun, so you can't go into the water. The stones in these walls, so fucking cut by enslaved dwarves. I would like to think that the dwarves were paid for their services. But maybe I'm just whitewashing history there, and the dwarves were like brutally enslaved. And what do I know about Shadowgate history? That's a definitive shark sighting. Aha! You're gilling me with these fish puns. What is this emoji? Asks Roguepeck. Yo, wait, Tribal Wolf! I didn't even notice that was you. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Anyway, you guys picked door number 1. Let's fucking go. It was an unpaid internship. Depressed Eeyore. That's pretty much slavery. Really? I'm hooked. Haha. I love that line. That's a good one. I really loved it. You enter a cold room. The stench of flesh in decay pervades the small chamber. Ah, man, there must be a lot of decaying flesh in here, because if it's decaying and it smells bad inside the freezer, in the cold room, then, I don't know where I was fucking going with that. Must be some powerful decay. You begin to shiver. This room is really cold. The reason for that is because of the temperature. Anyway, hey, there's more torches. Let's take them. The torch is in hand. The torch is in hand. He's carrying everything in his hands. Did I mention he's an octopus? Anyway, what's this shit? By the way, this door is a small trap door made of polished metal. And if you couldn't tell by the way I'm saving my game before I do this, it's absolutely a trap. Like it implies. Excuse me. Push the elevator button? Okay. What would that be? Use or hit? Nothing happened. Anyway, let's look at this. The door is opened. The door is open. Okay, let's move in here. A broken fragment of a wooden ladder hangs from the opening. As you go down the trap door, you realize you took a big step. The fall is quite fatal. It's a trap. It's a sad thing. Ah, what a shame you died, huh? Anyway. Do I have all the shit that I had before? So, like, I saved my game, and it didn't quite leave me off in the same spot where I saved, but that's okay. Anyway, this room's cold as hell, which is an inappropriate simile because from what I know about hell, it's very warm. Let's take this torch and this torch. Okay, so let's look at this shit here. It's a large pedestal with iron trim. Can I open it? No, it won't open. That shit opens. It froze over because it's so cold. Yeah, you're right, Rogue Effect. Maybe that is what's happening. By the way, I'm really glad everybody showed up. It's a very lively chat tonight, and I appreciate that a lot. I know what I'm doing. Is it cool if I just, like, blaze through this game and show you, like, hey, I know what to do in this room, let me do it? Because on one hand, I would love if you, like, told me what to do or suggested things. But on the other hand, if you ain't got nothing to say, I'm just gonna keep playing. 420 Blazes. Speaking of Blaze, who's psyched for Streets of Rage 4? I know it was announced a long time ago and there's no, like, real release date. As far as I know, there's no release date. They don't have a date. But from what I've seen, it looks fantastic. It looks like a Streets of Rage game. The music seems awesome. The animation seems great. I was really bad at Return to Zork, so I doubt I would figure out what to do next. Anyway, I'm going to use the white gem in this socket. The gem fits perfectly in the hole. I bet if you look at the hole, it's like, wow, this is a peculiar white gem-shaped hole. I don't know what to do. A small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. Whoa, as if by magic, I will look at it. This crystal sphere is as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice your love. Let's take it. That's not a small sphere. Like, if I had to guess, that thing's the size of a fucking bowling ball. But anyway, it's in hand. What happens if you use it on self? I don't know. Nothing. Actually, I know for a fact that if you use the sphere on your torch, it puts it out immediately. That's how cold it is. Anyway, let's move into this room. Oh. Fear grips you as you enter this hot room. Man, the last room was so fucking cold. This one's hot as hell. What the hell is going on? Anyway, I'm gonna use a torch here. The torch is lit! Alright. Whoa, listen to this music. So, let's look back here. All you can see are two eyes in the darkness. They seem to be watching every move you make. I love that these eyes in the darkness are like when you point a flashlight at a cat and you can see the reflection of their eyes. Like, clearly it's the reflection off of my torch. That's what's going on. But yeah, look at this. So, like, there's supposed to be clues in this room for you. Like, oh, this pile of gold is worth a king's ransom. The pieces have been melted together. I wonder what could have done that. Yeah, it's this dragon back here. Because he breathes fire, and that's why it's so hot. So anyway, the first thing you want to do is take this salad bowl, yeet gold at it. The torch changed the music. Sort of. It sort of did, Tribal Wolf. Yeah, wait, how long you been here, my dude? I was explaining earlier that, like, when your torch runs out, and by the way, your torch will run out after, like, a set number of actions. But when your torch runs out, you die. And when it gets close to running out, it does that, that music that we heard a second ago. The shield is in hand. Breath. Holy shit. Talk about Breath of Fire, like the game Breath of Fire. You raise your shield just in time to block the dragon flame. That's cool. Yeah, you need to take the shield first or else you get melted. But now that I have this shield, I can take this spear. That's the spirit. I need to finish that game. What, Breath of Fire, Rogue Effects? I think the few times that I ever tried to play Breath of Fire was on emulator, and like all 3 times I got sort of far, and then my save data got corrupted somehow on the emulator. Ah, I arrived after that explanation. I know, I got you, my man. I said it again just for you. Again, flame spews forth. You use the shield for protection. Again, flame spews forth. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. No, I do, because I've played this game before. I can stand it just enough to take hammer and spear and torch. Again, flame spews forth. Use the shield. It's getting hot. Yeah, if you take too many things from here, like every time you take a thing, the guy is just gonna spew more flames, and if you take too many things, you get too many flames spewed on you, and the shield melts and you die. Anyway, that's all you need from this room, I'm pretty sure, is the hammer, well, just the hammer and the spear, really, but I took the torch, too. There's also, an iron-bound chest that is securely locked in here. Don't even bother. I don't think there's anything in there. I don't think you can open that chest. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna take this helmet. I don't think I need the helmet. Oh, well. Anyway, I died. Okay, I did not need that helmet. And that was too many times. Okay, remember when I said I know exactly how many times I can use the shield? I was a little bit off about that. Anyway, so let's do this whole thing again. The shield is in hand. Take the Nord Iron helmet. I said nothing. Madam Scarlet, ooh, I see you. I've been wanting to play this one a long time. Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's another Shadowgate. This game was remade entirely in 2014 for Steam, and I have that on PC. And I remember there was one October where me and Ludacrunch started to play that game, and we made a video. And so we played probably like 20-30 minutes of it, and it was great, and then we never got back to it. So maybe I'll stream that at some point, but it's a completely, I don't want to say completely different game, but you know, all new rooms, all new puzzles, so yeah, pretty much completely a different game with the same premise and characters, kind of. Anyway, let's do this shit all over again. I'm gonna take the spear, the hammer, and the torch. I don't think I need that helmet, but Rogue Effect, I know you want it. So I'm gonna forego that torch in order to get the helmet. Again, your shield is like really hot. Well, what if I just cool it down with the orb? The room stinks of rotten meat. Oh yeah, thanks for showing up, Madam Scarlet. I named my file after you when I played Super Mario RPG a long time ago. You probably knew that. The stones in these walls were probably cut. Somebody cut these stones. Anyway, let's go back here. Now that I have this sphere, Now that I have this icy-ass sphere and this regular-ass spear, I can throw it in the ocean. What do you want to use the sphere on? Water. You drop the sphere into the lake and notice the ripples disappear as the water turns into ice. That was an ice move. Anyway, now I can take this key, and there's that music again telling me that my torch is almost out. Key 3 is in hand. Now, that part is all well and good. It's not too hard to figure out, like, oh, if I freeze the lake with this icy stone, then I can walk across and grab the key. But then what you need to do is use your torch on the water and not the sphere to get the sphere back. Because look, here's what happens when you use it on the sphere. The sphere has put out the flame! Well, good thing I had another one lit. Let's use this on the water near the sphere. Or up in here, like DMX. Unfortunately, the mages that made it forgot to make it melt-proof. Now you can walk across with no problem. You put the burning torch close to it, but not like that close. The torch melts away the ice over the sphere, allowing it to float to the surface. I don't understand why it didn't do that in the first place. But now, not surprisingly, the lake quickly rephrases. Would you like to rephrase that? The sphere is in hand. Okay, so we got our orb back. Here's the thing though. Well, I'll tell you later. That was a dumb thing I was thinking of. Oh shit, the walls. Let's move this way. This long, cold hallway is lined on either side by half a dozen coffins. Holy shit, that's exactly how many there were. I think one of these, if you open it, you just like straight up die. But let's fucking go for it. Hey, let's open this coffin. Ah, shit. As you open the tomb, a banshee flies out and emits an ear-shattering scream. You're all right, but that sucked. Let's open this. Yeah, that's the one you don't want to open. This green slime is quite disgusting. It's warm to the touch. Don't touch it. Wait, that's weird that it says it's warm to the touch because you try to pass the slime, but it engulfs your body, dissolving it in seconds. You die instantly, no pain, no nothing. You were slimed, like Danny Tamborelli on Figure It Out. So yeah, the slime is obviously acidic, so why is it warm to the touch? Why are you able to touch it and not get hurt? Anyway, let's continue. I really feel like there's a hair in my mouth. What do I do about that? I could fix it. Okay, so I have key 3 in the sphere. So let's just go this way. This long, cold hallway. Alright, so what happens if I open this? There's a mummy standing silently before you. I'm gonna hit him. Nothing happened? It didn't even give me a POW for that. Well, sorry I hit you. What you expected hasn't happened. I expected him not to say anything. Did that not happen? Shit, dog, it's a babble. You're right, Rug Effect. Uptown Funk and DMX have yet to give it to me, whatever it may be. Tribal Wolf. I guess I didn't realize there were 2 songs that promised to give it to me. I'd hate to live in a place with point-and-click video game physics, where every time you hit something it went POW. Hey, against my worst judgment, let's burn this fucking mummy and breathe in the fumes and not get cursed. The mummy bursts into flames, leaving behind a scepter among the ashes. That's pretty neat. I'll take it. The scepter is in hand. What's this, though? The lid of the coffin is open. Alright, what is this? Oh, bag 2. Okay, I guess I was supposed to do that. Act 2 is open. Yeah, there are cop coins. You give them to cops to get out of a speeding ticket or jail. I will take them all. Oh shit! There's that scary ass music again, telling me, hey, time to light up. Anyway, let's go this way. You seem to be wasting your time. I am. There's no reason for me to be playing this game other than for entertainment. Speaking of DQ, Dragon Quest XI is amazing. Yeah, I meant to get it when it was on sale, but I didn't have the money for it. That was a couple months ago. This room is full of spiders. I'm sorry, full of mirrors. And it reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at King Otto's Fair. Let's look at all the mirrors. The mirror has a carved oak frame. That's a clue. This mirror throws back a fine reflection. This mirror... Okay, well obviously this one's the only real mirror. Also, I forgot to... Oh, okay, so this... I was about to say, if you hit start and or select, it will give you a hint in the room, and I guess it's don't quit now in a lot of the rooms. So, yeah, I've seen that hint already. I'm gonna take these torches and this broom. The broom isn't necessary to complete the game, but it can be, depending on certain factors. What's up, Paul? I see you. Anyway, the whole reason I got this hammer is so I can smash my own reflection. Bellowing like some Norse god. You smash the hammer into the mirror. You know how, like, everyone just knows what the Norse gods sound like when they scream. Oh, you shatter the mirror. That's how they sound. Revealing an iron door? Well, I think... Wait, what? The door is locked. I think I have to use key 3 on this in that case. Click! That didn't sound like a click. That sounded like a boom. Click, click, boom, like that song by POD or whoever that is. Curses, my invisibility cloak didn't work. No, it did, it's just really short, so I can see your legs. I can see your ankles. Nintendo has a 10-hour demo available. Save gets transferred to the full version. Oh, it's talking about Dragon Quest XI. Hell yeah. Maybe I'll try that. Sounds like Chris Hemsworth shouting hammer. Nancy Gamer, I see you. It has been a while. Yeah, it was by POD. Yo, I'm so glad somebody knew that. Thank you, Paul. Anyway, now I can go through this door. I think if I save the game... Actually, what I'm gonna do is save the game, then move forward, then back. This room is incredibly hot. This must be what the lower levels of Gehenna are like? Alright, we're about to learn some shit. What does that mean? Is that what it says? G-E-H-E-N-N-A. There's a small valley in Jerusalem. In the Hebrew Bible, Gehenna was initially where some of the kings of Judah sacrificed their children by fire. Thereafter, it was deemed to be cursed. Well, we all learned some shit. Add that to the Today I Learned Discord channel on my Discord. It's an anagram for Gene Parmesan. It's also an anagram for, wait, I got one too. Knee hang? No. Yours is better. Yeah, you were right. Do you like Chinese food? Asks Creeper Ortega. I do. As a matter of fact, I do. I also like the Ortega brand taco mix. But also, Ortega was like the hero's dad in Dragon Warrior 3. Dragon Quest 3, that is. So basically, this room has fire for a floor, but if your torches go out, you still blindly stumble through the... That's true, Paul. If my torch goes out in this room, I think I still die because I can't see shit. Also, you cannot pass through this room unless you are wearing that cloak that we put on earlier. So good thing we did that. Anyway, you need the sphere one more time. What do you want to use this on? Probably all the fire. You hurl a spear into the fire below you. The hell-spawned flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. Then the sphere is gone. I don't know where the sphere went. It probably went under this bridge. I can't find it. The door is open. Yeah, let's go. A sharp, cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep, dark chasm. What's that thing that they make you say in the theater classes? About a cheap and chippy chopper with a lifelong lock or something. You know the rhyme I'm talking about? On a dull, dark dock. A deep, dark chasm. Look, maybe I'm not making any sense, but there's this like weird poem that's like sort of a tongue twister that the theater kids would use as a warm-up before they went on stage to like loosen their tongues, so to speak. Welcome to the KarmaJolt crew. Hey, wait, yeah, I feel like I missed a couple comments, so let's go up. Nice, I found this stream by listening to music. I'm gonna sub. Hell yeah, Creeper Ortega. Thanks for showing up. I'll try not to disappoint you. Anyway, the wind is sharp here somehow. That doesn't make any sense. And I know that I have to go back for something, so let's do that real quick. It's so hot. You begin to sweat profusely. Even though I threw a sphere, it's still hot. Anyway, I think if I move into this hole, I either die or something happens. Yeah, it brings me back here. Okay, so you're inside a small room. This brings me back to the Epor room. A huge man-made slab of granite seals the far side of the cavern. That can be moved. I think what I want to do now is use the scepter. In this spot, nothing happened. Well, in that case, I'm stumped. Maybe I need to use one of the gems, but I doubt it. The gem seems to fit, but nothing happened. Okay, that's a good sign. Let's use blue gem. As soon as you place the blue gem in the hole, you hear the sound of grinding stone. You know the sound. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Of course you know it, Sean. Wait, let me back up, because you're saying that, because I missed a couple comments. To sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper with a big black block. It's not with a big black block. But good, congratulations. I'm impressed that you still remember that. Oh snap, did you just put out fire with fire? Yeah, I spit my hot rhymes at it, Douglas White. Anyway, yeah, the sphere probably did make that room very humid. It's big black chalk. Anyway, the stones are grinding. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. Is there any other kind of wizard? Sup, warrior, the warlock lord can only be defeated by thy courage and the Staff of Ages. It can only be defeated with your wits and a gun. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the stuff, 1 something about a key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Alright, got it. I've been waiting here for 100 years, so I sort of forgot the rhyme, but have thy wits about thee, warrior, fare thee well. Anyway, the wall slides back, locking that guy in place forever. A scroll appears. I will take it. I'll take the hell out of this scroll. Scroll 2 is in hand. I'm gonna look at it. It's an ancient leather-bound parchment. Yes, this. I have many leather-bound books. This is intense. Lobster man. Do you think that guy looked like a lobster? Creeper Ortega, because I respect your opinion? What do you want to use this on? Self. You seem to be wasting your time. You're right, because I clicked the wrong button. Scroll 2 is open. You've read the scroll. Here's a summary. The scroll reads, "As the shadow of the wind, thou shalt be. Humana." That's my insurance. You've learned one magic spell. Just kidding, I don't have insurance. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 2 quickly vanished. Hope you committed that to memory. Anyway, let's go back here. You're inside a small room. That's scary. So what happens if I move back this way? Stone archway. Oh, okay, I remember where I am. So I might want to save the game here, because I know for a fact there's like a crazy snake monster up here, but I don't remember how to kill him. Let's try it anyway. The thing is, though, if I want to go... Actually, you know what? I'm emulating, so I can just save a state. Why don't I do this? Excuse me. Let's do, quick save state in slot number 2. Alright, so, the thing I was gonna say is... Remember those vials that I found earlier? There was one of them that was impossibly light. You notice that the bottle is impossibly light. Yes, you need to use this bottle on yourself to make yourself lighter so that you can cross this rickety-ass bridge. So let's do this. If you use this, I think it wears off after a while, right? So if you use this and don't go up the bridge, it's okay, you can still find, I think, 2 or 3 more bottle 2s somewhere in the game. So let's move this way. Ah, hiss! It was a very... Grenade launcher with acid. You're right, Rogue Effect, that's what I need for this snake. Ekans. It's another Ekans. A giant Ekans confronts you in this small cave. I'm gonna hit him. Nothing happens. He just took it like a champ. It's a giant snake. It doesn't move. Perhaps it's getting ready to strike. You wait for the creature to kill you. You know, because you really don't care about living anymore. But it still has yet to move. Upon closer inspection, you laugh at your foolishness. It is only a statue. Yeah, but it's very realistic. It was probably crafted by those dwarves. Anyway, I think... I don't remember how to get rid of this guy. You're supposed to kill it. Do I use the scepter on it? Nothing happens. Something tells me I don't burn it. It's best you don't do that. What's up, Kodo? I see you. Spear? No, spear doesn't work. Shiny Ekans. I got a master ball with your... You're really gonna use a master ball on a shiny Ekans? I would. If I saw one in real life, I guess. And I had a master ball in real life, I guess. What do you want to use this on? Nothing happened. I might look it up real quick. So yeah, let's check it. I feel like this stumps me every time I come back to this game. Humana spell, turn it into a human. I don't think that's what the Humana spell does, but I can at least show you that. I will speak Humana. You kind of expect that saying Epor would make this thing stand up straight, but that's not what happens here. There must be something missing. What you expected hasn't happened. Okay, so, let's look it up. Yeah, this is cheating. Shadowgate snake. Let's see what happens when I search that. Sure. There's a long-ass walkthrough. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit and see what I can find. Let's see. Well, let's hit start, actually. Don't quit now, that's the only hint it gives me, huh? I'm trying to look up this walkthrough here. But there's so much text. You probably just need to feed him something. Quick, turn into a staff. Alright, so I'm looking up a walkthrough that's like all text here. So it's taking me a minute. And also, like, I don't really know, there's like no specific order to this game. So I don't know when in the walkthrough the snake room would pop up. Okay, dual bridges. Wraith, let's see. Huh, maybe I'll come back to this. Because I'm not sure if I can solve this at the moment, actually. I don't remember. I've played this game so many times. Use stone to flesh. Actually, hold on. So, let's do search in page. Find in page. My eyesight sucks so bad right now. Snake. Okay. 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 So I remember now that there's a specific item that I need before I can do this snake. So why don't I load up the state to before when I use that magic potion, and let's GTFO. So let's go back. This isn't the most efficient way to get where I need to go. Okay. Use the wand. That's correct, Adam Dudley. I'm supposed to use a wand. Sorry, I likely got lost in the comments. Yeah, so eventually I find a wand that I'm supposed to use in the snake, and I'm not sure like how you figure that out. But we'll fucking deal with that shit later. Hey, let's go this way. Okay, the room is full of mirrors. And let's get back to these double bridges here. So there's a bridge that goes here, and then this is where we left off. So let's move across this bridge, and a scary thing happens. Look at this guy like, hey, what's going on? As you step on the bridge, a troll appears and says, "This bridge is mine. Can I borrow it? It'll cost you a gold coin to cross. Or, it'll cost you a fucking spear to cross." The troll falls silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but you do not hear him crash. Alright, well let's fucking go. Oh, I love this music, I really do. I think the soundtrack to this game is fantastic. As it is in the other KEMCO games. Oh, it looks like you may not even have the wand yet, says Adam Dudley. Ugh, you always gotta bring that up. The moon casts a brilliant shadow over the grounds of the courtyard. Where? Anyway. Look! There's a big dumb troll. No, it's a cyclops stands before you. Ready for battle. Oh! You know what you gotta do here? If you try to fight this cyclops, like, at melee range, you get whooped. So, instead, I will use stone. In fact, I will use it on, not broom. I always suck at navigating my menus here. I will use it on sling. You put the small stone in the sling, That dude's just kind of waiting for you to prepare yourself. Like Ike from Soul Calibur. I mean Fire Emblem. And now I will use Sling on this guy. As soon as you start twirling the sling, a magical influence takes over your body, such as magic, as if by magic. It's a Psy-Troll, a Cyberclops. I would think to use or jump down the well. I would think so too. But Cyclops can use Optic Blast to attack from a distance. Yeah, but he's got his one glasses on. Anyway, you cry out, "Death to the Philistine," and release the stone. Bullseye! Yeah, just like David and Goliath. Now that he's down for the count, I can either... Actually, wait, can I set him on fire? Nothing happened. Ah, he's fireproof. But he's not sword-proof. You drive the sword deep into the Cyclops. Blood pours out of the wound and onto the grass. The grass. There's clearly some grass here. Can I take any of his stuff? It's a dead Cyclops. What do you expect after stabbing him with your sword? Remember when you did that? I'm gonna take him. You can't take that. Alright, well anyway, let's do this shit. The crank turns rather easily. At the end of the rope, there's a small bucket. Oh! Here's another thing that pissed me off about this game. So, like, obviously you're supposed to, like, see what's in the well, and, like, oh, you eventually figure out, like, oh, what happens if I turn the crank? There's a bucket, and if you look at it, it just says this small bucket is used to fetch water from the depths. But what you're supposed to do here, Magaharv, is open the bucket. Even though it's clearly already open, the bucket is open. And then you look inside, and there is a copy of Gauntlet Legends on Nintendo 64. It's a gauntlet of silver plate. It bears the symbol of the Circle of 12. The Circle of 12, that's the Zodiac, isn't it? Anyway, you take the gauntlet. There's another part like that pisses me off in Deja Vu, where you're supposed to dig through the trash, and you, like, think to do that because it sort of makes sense, because, like, at one point you get into this room, there's really nothing else in the room except for a trash can. But, like, no matter how many times you look at it, nothing happens. You're supposed to open it, even though it is visibly, it shows that it's already open. So, that one took me forever to figure out, that you're supposed to open this bucket that is clearly already open. Anyway, you can use this gauntlet on self to declare a duel. You place the gauntlet on your hand. It feels like it was made just for you. It's got the exact number of fingers and everything. Having myself a jolly good time, Paul. Megaheart, tell me why you're so jolly right now. I imagine you would be all the time because you have a beard, and people with big beards are just naturally jolly, are they not? Anyway, I'm gonna step over this, dead-ass Cyclops and open the dough. The dough is open. What's up, Dark Soul 99, Dark Wizard? Is Shadowgate like Pizzagate or what? Not at all. Let's go into this room. That was funny though. I appreciate it. I didn't even think of that for some reason. I think your torch is going out, says Paul. Yeah, Paul, the music will tell me when it's getting close, so I don't have to watch this at all. But I will. Anyway, let's hit start. You feel frustrated as you look around. There must be a clue somewhere. That's a great hint. Let's take this torch. The torch is in hand. Now let's go this way. You stand in a small library. That's where I belong. Hey, look at this purple-ass thing over here. This fine map of the lands of Tarkus is quite detailed, although incomplete. Well, if you're such a fucking cartographer, why don't you do something with the map? I took it. I think at some point in this game, you meet like a sphinx who tells you a riddle. But he can tell you like one of 10 riddles or something, right? And once you solve the riddle, you're supposed to bring him the item that he is riddling about. And I think that the map is one of those items that it could be, but I don't know. This book looks quite boring. The words "the prophecy" is written upon it. Are written upon it. Well, let's read the prophecy. You can't read the strange writing in the book. No, really can't read it all. That's right, it's the bushy Canadian beard. Perma boost to my jolly stat. Nice, Mega R. Hey, let's open this drawer and see what's in there. The desk is open. Holy shit. 2 scrolls, a key, and glasses? At least most of those are useful. Probably. Let's take them. Damn, scroll 3 and scroll 4. By the way, that bridge with the troll that we hit with a spear, I think if we want to go back there, if we want to cross the bridge again, we can, first of all, no longer use the spear. Secondly, he won't take payment. And thirdly, I think you're supposed to use the Humana spell to get past him. Because the Humana spell makes you invisible for a second, or it makes you move like the wind. But at first the troll is like, give me a coin and you can pass. So if you give him a coin, he's like, that's not enough, give me 3 more. And then if you give him money, he just kills you. I think he just kills you. So that was actually the proper solution, was to throw a spear at him. It was just to chuck a javelin. I used to play this game so badly, I kept 2 torches lit. That's not bad. I mean, you're just being cautious. Yeah, when I was younger, I was like scared of the torch music, so I would light torches like before the music started to get spooky. This game is hashtag spooky. But just like, okay, first of all, I was young. I wasn't even that young when I first played this game. Like, I was in middle school. But like, I was so into it that like, I was like, holy shit, this music is like nerve-wracking, you know? And it's just a testament to how well the audio in this game adds to the dark and spooky atmosphere. Anyway, let's open some scrolls! The Maku tree. Does this game have a scary skull face at some point? Because I remember a game like this scaring the piss out of me when I was little. Yeah, I'll show you that when I die. Every time you die, there's like a Grim Reaper dude who's like, "Ayy." Like, he's scary when you're little, but now that I look at him, it looks like he's like, "What's going on?" Anyway, I'll show you that again at some point. The scroll 3 is open. Your hands begin to sweat again because of extreme excitement. I'm so excited that my hands are just gushing. Excuse me. Lands under the heavens. The key to the world. Terra Terrak. I'm about to tear shit up with this Terra Terrak spell. You've learned 1 magic spell. Also, Torterra is a Pokemon. I'm just saying. And also, Terra is the name of the lady in Final Fantasy 6. Or Tina, if you get that dumbass translation. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 3 quickly vanished, and so did you. You're dead. Anyway, the scroll 4 is open. You've read the scroll. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instantum Illumina. Illuminati. Confirmed. You've learned 1 magic spell. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 4 quickly vanished. Anyway, let's look at these, let's look at this key. A small ass key. Let's look at these glasses. These glasses are worn. In fact, you can wear them too. They've probably been used for a long time. I think what you want to do here is use glasses on self. Holy shit, you can see so much better. You try the glasses on and they fit perfectly. You can see very well. And now, if I look at this book, I can read. I can finally read. Everything was so blurry before. With these glasses, you can understand and read what you could not before. The light grows faint. The path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream. For the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to from amid. Wait, what? A bridge to from amidst burning death. A demon to guard. Mortari riseth. Great. You've learned one. I just learned 3 spells in this room. I guess it is like a library. That's like the point. I think with how scary things are in life, death couldn't be nearly as scary. Thinking about something can make you so scared it paralyzes you. What could be worse than your own imagination? Yeah, Sean, I think it was supposed to say form. That might have been a typo as well. Anyway, as the spell was chanted, the book quickly vanished. Holy shit, guys and gals, I didn't realize how late it was. And I gotta go to bed so I can go to work tomorrow morning. I meant to stop at like 9. But I think this is a good place to end the stream, and I'm probably gonna finish this up either tomorrow or the next day. I don't know how many episodes this is gonna take me. Like, this is a short game if you just kind of blaze through it. Blaze up through it. But like, you know, I'm having a good time. I'm talking with y'all and I'm reading, so I guess it took a lot longer than I expected. Anyway, I'm gonna save a state. How about that? Let's do quick save state in slot number 3. I don't know if you can see me messing around with the menus. It probably doesn't display that. But anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this spooky stream of Shadowgate on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great, and hopefully I can play tomorrow. But either way, I hope to see you soon, and y'all have a great spooky night.